Congratulations! After reviewing your application, the ITH executive team has decided that you are a perfect candidate for our hotel expansion project in Albania. In preparation for your new assignment, we have put together a training video to help you acclimate to Albanian culture. In this video, you'll receive information regarding 5 key areas: a macro description of the country, its sociological aspects, cultural norms regarding their customs and communication styles, and both business and leadership practices. The video is short but comprehensive. Pay attention because you can't go to Albania with a U.S. leadership mentality. Our success depends on your adherence to the things you learn in this video. Mess up and you'll lose your job. So clear your mind of everything you think you already know about leadership and prepare to learn the Albanian way.
The purpose of this video is to give you some political and economic information that will help you during your tenure in Albania. First, we'll talk about the political. 30 years after leaving communism, Albania is working to integrate with Western Europe. In 2009, the country joined the North Atlantic Treaty Organization and in 2014 applied for membership to the European Union. After enacting structural judicial reforms in 2016, Albania has made no further progress towards joining the European Union. Moving on to the economics. Albania has also reformed its economy several times since abandoning communism in the 1990s. The country currently has a B+ credit rating and is working with the World Bank on a Blue Economy initiative. This initiative is what forms the basis of ITH operations in the country. Albania currently has an 11.9% unemployment rate, and its workforce is highly literate, though unskilled. We anticipate that with the earthquake in November of 2019 and the ongoing COVID-19 crisis, the supply of workers will be even greater for ITH's operations. Next, we will move on and discuss the sociological aspects of working in Albania.
At ITH, we value diversity. Our goal is to create workplaces that embrace, engage, and enhance people from all walks of life, backgrounds, and cultures. As an ambassador of the ITH brand, it is your responsibility and you must exemplify our commitment to diversity with the Albanian people. One challenge many Westerners face when working in Albania is the mixed messages that Albanians send regarding religion. Westerners tend to have a moral code that is based on a religious system, even if they don't actively practice a religion. And although Albanians identify with various religious beliefs, leaders and influential figures in Albania know that religion does not play an active role in the decision-making process of Albanians. Don't hesitate to practice a religion yourself in Albania, because Albanians welcome religious diversity and they desire a mutual understanding and dialogue. Just recognize that Albanians lead a secular life and business interactions are not impacted by some religious moral code. Allow yourself to embrace the diversity of thought and experience of Albanians. They will enthusiastically embrace your culture and religious background also. When engaging with Albanians, it's critical to note that Albania is a hierarchical and patriarchal society. Even though Western culture is improving gender equality, women in Albania are still subject to subordinate roles and marginalization in politics and economic arenas. This means that in a personal context, family members may defer to the patriarch of the family for introductions, acceptance, and decision-making. In a professional setting, it is typical to greet the most senior executives first, as these individuals tend to be male. Lower-level personnel, such as secretaries and interpreters, who tend to be female, may not be introduced at all. And even though I'm providing context in both a personal setting and a work environment, you should know that Albanians separate their work and their own lives. It is unacceptable to talk about work in family situations or to talk freely about personal relationships in a business setting. Finally, understanding the educational context of Albania helps you communicate properly, and it provides insight into how you can enhance the lives of Albanians. 98% of Albanians over the age of 15 can read and write. 34.4% of Albanians have a college degree. However, Albania's public education system has not changed since Albania was a communist country, and it continues to recover from the failures of a totalitarian regime that did not focus on innovation and relative thought. The people you work with are not asked to think critically about their jobs. They are only asked to do their jobs efficiently. Albania's education system is designed for vocational training with specific jobs in mind, so don't get frustrated when Albanians do exactly what they are told to do and nothing more. Well, that provides you with a brief overview of the sociological aspects of living and working in Albania. Now I turn it over to my colleague, who is going to share with you the culture of Albania and how that affects your business and your personal relationships. I look forward to working with you in Albania as we build the ITH brand.
As you acclimate to your new surroundings, you may find yourself in an Albanian cafe like this one. Albanians spend their free time outside with their family, friends, and neighbors, enjoying the fairly pleasant weather in this coastal climate. As you navigate your way through this new assignment, there may be a few differences that vary from your own cultural upbringing. To help you get started in adjusting, here are a few notable Albanian emic values. As with many cultures with a rich history, Albanians honor their heritage through their cultural values. As an example, Albanians have a traditional set of practices called the Kanun. The Kanun requires Albanians to be honorable, show hospitality, and conduct themselves with loyalty in both their personal and professional relationships. In addition, the Kanun requires Albanians to care and comfort others, especially those facing religious or racial prejudice. This is an important emic, as Albania is known to be one of the most accepting and welcoming countries towards immigrants. Immigration is vital to Albania's future, as the population of this country has been declining for the past 30 years. However, because of the long history of political unrest and military conflicts, Albanians may still be fearful of foreign nationals. Suspicion exists today, which may make it challenging to create close relationships with an Albanian family. This also contributes to a culture that continues to be influenced by the past. In context as to why you are taking this training, Albanians should make the majority of your workforce. Albanians desire opportunities that can improve their family's standard of living, which makes them hard workers. Fortunately, having a cultural propensity for hard work may be beneficial for this assignment. Albanians are motivated by good working conditions, a job that gives them the tools they need, and a clean working environment. Decision-making is also a slow process, as Albanians traditionally do not like untested solutions. Decision makers, whether that be the family patriarch or an organization's executive, will work through their due diligence independently and in their own time. Speaking of time, I'm almost out of time with you. However, before you go, Albanians have a very fluid concept of time. Events or meetings can be delayed or canceled without prior communications. This is normal in Albania and may be something you just have to adjust to.
In this segment of your training, I'm going to discuss strategic partnerships, business relationships, and the ethical considerations of doing business in Albania. Albania shares close and historical ties with Italy. Italy is Albania's largest export and import partner due to an economic free trade zone agreement between the two countries. Albania also has a close connection with Greece, as Greece is the largest foreign investor in the country. To successfully build business relationships in Albania, it is important to understand that Albanians prefer to hold meetings in informal locations, such as restaurants and cafes like the one you saw in the last session. Albanians like to socialize before discussing business and will enjoy you sharing your cultural background. As a foreign leader, Albanians will show their hospitality to you by inviting you to dine with their family at their home. Acceptance of such an invitation is a sign of respect and will help you build strong business relationships. As a leader of ITH, it is critical that you learn the ethical considerations of working in Albania. Many foreign businesses have decided to leave Albania due to the challenges of corruption and informal business procedures. CEOs actually ranked corruption as the second highest problem area of doing business in Albania. According to the Corruption Perception Index, Albania is one of the most corrupt countries in Europe, with a history of judicial and political corruption. Now, although those laws prohibit such corrupt behaviors, there is little enforcement or oversight. Corporate crimes include breaking environmental laws, avoiding taxes, and laundering money for organized crime. During the construction phase of the hotel, you may experience difficulty in securing property rights, construction permits, and inspections. Expect to be pressured to hire certain contractors based only on their political connections. However, ITH does not condone payment of bribes or selection of contractors for any other reason than based on references and bid amount. In such circumstances, ITH recommends that you use the Albanians' culture expectation of hierarchy and say that you need to consult with your boss or headquarters to get authorization. It is vital you remember that Albania's business environment does not provide any legal protection for foreign businesses operating, so ITH must depend on our local partners. Again, when in doubt, respond that you need to talk with your supervisor. The encouraging news is that the Foreign Investors Association of Albania, FIAA, created a booklet to help businesses develop ethical codes of conduct. You will receive a copy of this booklet, which you are required to read prior to your departure. As a leader of ITH, you're expected to uphold the ethical standards as outlined in the FIAA booklet and model high ethical business practices.
No, you cannot look like this in Albania. Albanians place a high priority on first impression, status, and fashion. It is important for you to be well dressed in a business suit, make eye contact to convey professionalism and confidence. Albanian leaders typically describe their employees as hardworking, diligent, and obedient, yet not very creative or entrepreneurial. This description is not surprising, as most Albanian leaders use their positional authority to direct employees' work tasks. There's a high power distance and a high level of uncertainty avoidance, which contributes to leaders being self-protective and authoritative. Managers typically make decisions with little input from other employees. Managers rarely invite employees to participate in brainstorming or to seek out alternative ideas. Some newer organizations with Western influence are trying to change work behaviors by creating teams and soliciting feedback from staff. This is a developing concept in Albania, but it has been well received by some younger employees. Managers will need to find the ideal balance between supervision and autonomy. Low levels of supervision have been shown to create low output and low performance. Albanian organizations have a clear hierarchy. Leaders are expected to direct employees in their department, and employees are expected to seek direction from their immediate supervisor. It is considered disrespectful and improper to work outside the chain of command or organizational hierarchy. Albanians have a strong commitment to organizational success. It is important for you as a leader to build trust with your employees. Albanians want to have job security with a clear path forward for career advancement.
Well, there you have it. Almost everything you need to know about doing business in Albania. We encourage you to review this video many times and share it with loved ones who will join you on this endeavor. Your compliance with Albanian customs will literally make or break ITH's expansion efforts. Not only do we encourage you to rewatch this video, but we also hope that you will seek out other videos on your own. Additionally, for a one-time, heavily discounted rate of $99.99, we'll enroll you in the How to Become an Albanian crash course, in which you'll receive hands-on training from a native Albanian who can educate you in ways that a video can't. If you're interested, please contact your HR rep. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Best wishes to you on this journey.